My name is Arshul, and I'm basically from Andaman and Nicobar Islands. I was
Okay.
born and brought up there. My both my grandparents were freedom fighters, and they were sent to the islands before independence era.
Okay.
And so we were after independence, like my entire bloodline was born and brought up there, including myself.
Hmm.
Um, I moved to different states over a period of time for my professional growth. Started off as a government servant, took voluntary retirement, and then moved to the social sector
Okay.
because I think I felt very close to the social sector in as I grew up. And right now as well, I am serving the social sector. That is what I do. So yeah, that's all
Okay.
about me in a
That,
nutshell.
that's nice. So thanks, sir, for giving a short intro of yourself. So the first thing which I want to ask you, sir, do you think when we teach music to the kids who are in their early age, it's that teaching music or learning music for them is beneficial?
Of course, that is beneficial. I'll give you an example first, and then maybe I'll tell you why and how it works. So, I work in a social sector organization which is called Shiksha Lokam,
Okay.
and we work across various geographies. And I'm taking the example of Nagaland here. So, in one of the pre-primary schools, so the students there weren't really opening up in the classroom.
Hmm.
So the teacher, what she did, that was something very innovative from her end.
Okay.
She started putting music into what she was teaching.
Okay.
So it becomes, when we talk about music, it really becomes easy. For example, if I hear something and I like it, I
Hmm.
would remember it more rather than,
Yeah.
for example, right now we are talking, right?
Yeah.
You might not remember what we are conversing exactly, or you might not relate to it. But when
Correct.
it comes to music,
Hmm.
okay, you can go back, reflect back on the music, the tone of it, the pitch
Yeah.
of it, or somewhat words of it.
Right.
And that is how the children started picking up, and the classroom became more engaging.
Correct.
And I'll also say that music at an early stage
Hmm.
builds a lot of thing in the early childhood.
Hmm.
It enhances the brain plasticity, the brain
Hmm.
development. It helps in focus, discipline, emotional expression. It's like working out in the gym. You know,
Correct.
when you go to the gym, you're
Hmm.
not working on one particular body part.
Yeah.
You actually work out for your entire body. Similarly, music helps in training your brain in all dimensions,
Yes.
and that is how it shapes the childhood in the early stage.
Correct. Okay. So may I know, like, when you were in your student life, whether you were in five, six, seven, or eighth grade, were you involved with music somehow or any
Very
kind of
much.
art?
No, no, very much. I like I started my journey in music back when I was in school. I
Okay.
remember it was class fourth. So I got an interest in playing the keyboard, which I can see right in front of you.
Okay.
And the very first song that I played was on Parents' Day. It was a total surprise for my parents as well. I started learning it,
Hmm.
uh, hiding from them. I just wanted to surprise them. The
Hmm.
very first song was "Papa Kehte Hain Bada Naam Karega." That is what I
Okay.
played during Parents' Day. And from there, I also realized that I can also sing, and I started singing. I could actually. Music is a part of my life. Even
Hmm.
till date, I spend every weekend, every Saturday, I go to a karaoke night. I
Okay.
don't like clubbing, I don't like parties,
Ah.
but karaoke night is something that I do every like it's like my religion right now. I do
Okay.
it every Saturday. I go there, I sing my heart out. I
Hmm.
enjoy the music there, and that
Hmm.
is what I do. So this is from childhood that I've been following every kind of music, every kind of song I could relate to or resonate to. It becomes a part of my life.
Right. Okay. So, when, like, just now you told when you were in grade four, you started and you played a song, Papa Kehte Hain Bada Naam Karega.
Yes,
So, you started from from the instrument which is keyboard. So, what do you
yes.
think for the young kids, which is the good instrument, which is the easiest instrument, or they can start with? Like primary in school, we have guitar, keyboard, drums, congos. These four or five instruments are very common. Ukulele is also now very
Yes,
popular. So,
yes,
as per
yes.
you, what is the easiest one the kid can start with?
I won't call out a single instrument here. I think calling out a single instrument would be absolutely wrong.
Okay.
क्योंकि हर किसी का अपना choice है.
Right.
You know, every child has their own preference. While someone might connect to a guitar, the other
Hmm.
might connect to a drum. You know, if you remember back in the childhood, students, especially boys, we used
Mhm.
to sit in the last row and डेस्क पे ही हम लोग तबला बजाना शुरू कर देते
Correct,
हैं,
correct.
दैट एंड दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी लव. ठीक है,
Yes.
enjoying the music in every part of it.
Correct.
Sometimes music is more about the instrument, it is more about the choices that an individual resonates to it, the individual can
Hmm.
connect.
Hmm.
Any instrument, so it can be any instrument. For a child, maybe for A it could be a keyboard, for B it could be a flute, for
Yes.
C a matter of choice, mouth organ.
Yes.
So
Yes.
my dad has had a mouth organ, and there was this one song which was I don't remember the song. It was Devanand songs back
Okay.
then, and there was a mouth organ piece in
Ha
the
ha
very
ha ha.
beginning of the
Yeah. Yeah.
song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I started, just blowing it out, and it came out well. And I think that was the first moment when I actually gained interest in musical instrument.
Okay.
And then my friends had a keyboard, like I shared earlier. So they would bring that to the school, and I would just practice it myself. So,
Hmm.
and that built my interest more on the keyboard front.
Okay.
Pressing each button on the keyboard and then listening to the tone of it and then matching it with the song's tune. So that is
Ah.
how the interest developed. And it could be different for different children. So not,
Yes.
I would
Yes.
not say a single instrument is easy,
Hmm.
but definitely a choice-based thing.
Okay. So while you were learning keyboard, you also told that you like find out like you can also sing. So
Hmm.
whenever like parents want to enroll their kid for music learning, they have three choices. Like they can go from the instrument, they can start from vocals, or they can choose from both. So
Hmm.
again, as per your suggestion, which is a good way or the easiest way they can start with?
Uh, Again, a very similar answer. It depends on the child.
Hmm.
So, if a child is really interested and he really wants to get into music, I think that is something which should be more promoted in India in families these days,
Hmm.
because it has a lot of scope. So, if a child is interested, a parent should always sit with their children and ask them what do they want to get enrolled in, rather
Hmm.
than
Right.
just pushing them to, कि keyboard के classes में चले जाओ या classical
Correct.
सीख लो.
Correct.
Ask the interest of the child, because that is what the child is going to follow throughout the year,
Yes.
throughout his life basically. And if he does not have that kind of a connect or interest in that, he might do it because his parents wanted him to.
Hmm.
And at that particular age, he might feel that कि हाँ चलो ठीक है, this is a starting point for me.
Hmm.
But you never know that he might not actually get into the interest. So it's, I would always say that ask your children, sit with them, talk to them, ask them what they want to do. Do
Hmm.
they really want to go for a keyboard class and start from there? Do they want to sit with someone who is a classical singer? Or
Ah.
maybe, there are a lot of people with a lot of experience. Do you want to first connect with them who can guide them in the right way? I
Correct.
mean, there are multiple, artists out there
Yes. Yes.
who are very easily approachable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the problem with the society right now is we don't reach out to them, or we don't appreciate them much.
Yes.
While they are one of the most important part of the society, I
Hmm.
think they build up every day of our life.
Yeah.
Right? Even when we are feeling sad, we just pick up our phone and listen to music,
Yes.
or we are happy, that's we play a
Hmm.
music.
Right.
So why not, reach out to these artists who have been working hard,
Correct.
connect them to our children and let them explore.
Correct. Okay. So when you learned keyboard and when you learned how to play that particular song, so may I know
Mhm.
like how you learned? Like you learned how to read the notation, or somebody like told you you have to press this key first, then second is this. How you learned? Like with the help of the notation,
Right.
or just by like somebody is telling you that you have to play
Uh,
this, and this.
Honestly, till date, I don't know how to read the notations, the
Okay.
music notations. I have
Hmm.
no clue about it. The
Okay.
fact that I love music is what made me learn playing the keyboard. Okay, so when I saw, like, my friend got a keyboard, it was a Yamaha keyboard. I still remember that, a black one, a very beautiful one. It captured my interest the moment I laid my eyes on that. And
Okay.
the first thing I did was I just pressed the key on the keyboard, and a
Ah.
very beautiful sound came out. And then I tried pressing a couple of other boards on, like, other this thing, and I could relate to the music. Okay, when I press this, I can hear this music.
Yeah.
When I press this, it becomes a tone. So
Okay.
I gained a lot of interest just matching the music. And when I
Mhm.
realized like it was not a single day thing, so I kept
Right.
doing this every single day, sometimes for 15 minutes, sometimes for half an hour. And I
Mhm.
started learning music on my own because I gathered my interest, like it captured my interest there.
Correct.
So I started playing it. And then I realized, okay, if I play all of this together, it
Right.
does sound like the song that I really love. And
Yeah.
why not try to play a song? Why
Mhm.
not do it for my parents? Maybe if I do that, and I still remember the day I played, my father was clueless. He didn't know that I could play it.
Okay.
And it was Parents' Day, and I came to the stage. I played that. And for
Mm.
the very first time, I saw my father standing up, whistling and clapping for me. And that really made
That's
me
nice.
proud and gave me the push I wanted
Mm.
in the music field. So that is how the journey started. So I did it on my own, just based purely out of interest, experimenting with the keyboard.
Mm.
And not just keyboard, I think mouth organ, like I said, I tried playing with Devanandwala song. So
Yeah.
it was purely out of interest.
Okay.
And any song, for any person who really loves to sing, I think music plays a very important part.
Correct.
You might sing something, but when there is a music in the background, it
Yeah.
adds a lot of value, a
Correct.
feel to the song.
Correct.
So I mostly tried to understand or learn to play the songs that I would want to sing. So that is how, and right now I'm at a place where actually I can, if given a couple of minutes, I can figure out how to play a song.
That's
So I
nice.
think that
Mm.
is the kind of my
Mm.
way, that was my way of learning.
Okay. So now suppose there's a situation in front of you. We have two students, student A and student B. One,
Mhm.
like, both are in same grade or same level, but one is getting the opportunity to learn music somehow, whether instrument or vocals, but other one is not getting that opportunity. But he or she is also interested in learning, but
Hmm.
the other one is not getting that opportunity. So what do you think, whose overall development will be better, the one who is getting that opportunity or the one who is not getting the opportunity to involve with music?
Theoretically, I would say the one who is getting the opportunities, because there is a plethora of opportunities that he's getting, so he
Hmm.
might have the more kind of development. But in today's world, in the practical world, I think opportunities aren't limited. We have lots of YouTube channels, we have
Correct.
Instagram pages, we have
Hmm.
who have these free courses that students can go for.
Yeah.
A child can go and look for someone who is just into singing or a particular music instrument,
Correct.
learn from the basic. I would still say that the journey might look very different for these two
Hmm.
individuals. The one who has the opportunity might have the first-hand access to these things.
Correct.
The other might be learning online and might not have those instruments or the opportunities, or not a real person who might give them a feedback. But at least I think the other person who is doing it in his own might get the start from there. That might be the starting point for them. And if he continues to pursue that, and here the role of the parents, peers, the family plays a role. Okay? If he gets the push from their family,
Yes.
then in the like way forward, he might get those opportunities which he was not getting in the initial stage.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
yes, the first person might be getting the opportunities at the first hand, but
Hmm.
if given the right push in the real world, the other child could also grab those opportunities.
Okay. So now, like, you are a working professional also. Like, how do you see music in your life, or I can say, what is the importance of music in your life?
Okay, so I am a working professional, yes, and music plays a very important role in my life,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, honestly.
Hmm.
So for example, if I am sitting right from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and sometimes 7 or 8 on
Yeah.
a stretch, and I'm working on something very seriously, there are times when I actually feel brain dead.
Hmm.
I'm not able to concentrate, I'm not able to think.
Correct.
Even
Correct.
in office, the only thing I do is I plug my earphones and I turn on my Spotify.
Yeah.
I listen to a music that can actually calm me down. It can be anything. It can be an English song or a Hindi song or just an instrumental song, and
Yes.
that is what calms me down. Uh, Also, I think being a working professional does not take me away from being someone who loves music.
Okay.
Even
Hmm.
if I go and meet a friend and if
Hmm.
I want to show him that I love that person, I would love
Hmm.
to play a song for him.
Yeah.
I usually, when I go out with my colleagues or my fiance, when I go out, we usually go there, go to a place where there is live music, where we
Okay.
can request music.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
and I think that creates not just the vibe out of that, it just not does not just, beautify the moment, but
Uh-huh.
it also it makes everyone around happy.
Yeah.
So, for me, it is very important. And apart from that, like from the 9 to 6 stretch, like I said, I plug my earphones and I listen to music to just calm me down.
Hmm.
Apart from that, even like after coming back, I hit the gym, and that is
Okay.
where I continue with the music.
Yes,
But
yes.
that is a different genre of music, right?
Yeah, that's
But
absolutely right.
music is throughout my day, you know. So
Hmm.
and honestly, right now I'm in Bangalore,
Okay.
and it is one of the most beautiful city, most beautiful city with magical nights here with music
Uh-huh.
all around.
Hmm.
But the best music that I start my day with is the voice of the birds. I consider that as the most
Okay.
beautiful
Natural,
music.
natural. That's a natural.
Natural music, yes, and so I'm also very interested in video capturing, editing kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I love to capture these kind of
Okay.
the sound of the bird, the sound of the water flowing.
Hmm.
So when somebody really loves music, they would find music all around them. It is
Yeah,
not
that's
about
absolutely,
being
yeah.
a working professional or
That's correct.
not,
That's correct.
but music is all around you.
Yeah. So now there's a very opposite question for you. As like you told me that the like as I can see, music is involved in your life 24 into 7 each and every minute. So now
Mhm.
suppose one day you have to live without music, then how you are going to feel? Can you imagine it?
If there is a day without music, trust me, I'll be the most grumpiest, saddest, very irritating person.
Okay.
I might not feel myself for that day.
Uh,
Even if it is for a couple of minutes, I would want to
mm,
hear the music. There has been days where I've been really packed, really
mm,
packed. There has been work or there has been other responsibilities that I have to take care of,
yeah.
and I've not heard of a music. And but still, and that days I'm really on my worst side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy. I don't feel the inner happiness.
Okay.
So I make sure that at least before I go to sleep, there is some sort of music, just to give me that
Yeah.
peace, that calmness, and I
Mm,
could sleep peacefully.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told that when you are in gym you are having a different genre of music, when you are traveling or working you have a different genre of music. So may
Yes.
I ask, like, what type of genre of music you most of the time you generally listen, or if I can ask you, in your Spotify list or whatsoever you are using that platform, which genre of music you are listening most of the time? Is it devotional, rock, pop, or motivational, or what?
Uh, it's actually a mixture. My playlist is actually a mixture of a lot of music, except for my gym playlist, which
Okay.
is completely different. It is a lot of rock and
Hmm.
funk music, which actually boosts my spirit when I'm lifting those weights.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when I'm in office,
Hmm.
it could be any kind of song. It's a mixture of songs.
Ah,
It has a mixture of Bollywood songs. It has a mixture of songs from the weekend.
correct.
Then there are other songs that I listen to. Uh, I think also my genre is not limited to an artist,
Okay.
ठीक है? or a particular culture.
Hmm.
It is always, having like more than 200 or 300 songs in a list. I would
Okay.
just skip based on the mood that I am in. So I
Okay.
would not stick to one particular genre when I'm listening to music.
Hmm.
I might start with a very soothing song by Sonu Nigam,
Okay.
and I would love that. And suddenly a different song comes in, which is more of a, like Nashe Si Chad Gayi, and I wouldn't want to listen to that song at that particular moment. I love the
Correct.
song,
Ah.
and I would want to listen to that in a different moment. So I would just
Hmm.
skip it. So my playlist is completely mixed, and I would not restrict myself to a particular genre.
Okay, that's nice. So, can you tell one of your favorite song, the
One of my
first which
favorite
is coming
songs.
right now in your mind?
Then that would be a song by Sonu Nigam itself. That is one of my most favorite songs. I don't know why, but I feel very close to it. It is
Hmm.
from the movie Agnipath.
Okay.
कुछ ऐसी लगन इस लम्हे में है ये लम्हा कहाँ था मेरा
Gee,
अब
okay.
है सामने इसे जी लूं जरा मर जाऊं या जी लूं जरा
Uh-huh.
अभी मुझ में कहीं you might have heard that song
Yes,
अभी
yes,
मुझ
yes,
में
yes,
कहीं
yes, yes. Correct.
and I think the beauty of that song is it's so beautifully and emotionally sung. the moment I would talk about myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I put my headphones on and I listen to this music, I would usually close my eyes.
Okay.
I would like to feel every single sentence of it,
Yeah.
the emotion of it,
Mm.
the way the singer has sung it.
Mm-hmm.
All the emotions. You will not feel that this is something which is a part of a movie, but it is actually something that you can feel very deep down to the core of your heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is the one song that I would, throughout my life, I mean, since the time I've heard it, it has been my favorite. And I don't think any other song had the capability to
Mm.
change that feeling that I have for that song.
Okay. So now, if you are getting chance to learn any instrument, so which instrument you will be picking and why?
Trust me, I've been wanting to learn the guitar from quite a long time. I find it very fascinating,
Hmm.
something very easier to carry. One,
Yeah.
you can use it to sing any song. It does not require a lot of wires or,
Yes. 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 Yes.
a lot of equipments to support it.
Hmm.
That's just a guitar, some strings, a strummer, and a guitar bag, and you're done. Trust me, I've been planning to buy one for a very long time, and I might buy one very soon for my home. And
Okay.
I would still, that is how, because of my schedule, I would still want to learn it all by myself.
Okay.
However, I would tell you that again, when I was in college, I had a group of friends, like my roommates. They were from the Northeast, and literally had a band.
Okay.
So there was a drummer, there was a guitarist, there was
Mm-hmm.
a lead vocalist,
Mm-hmm.
and this guy who used to play the guitar was my very close friend of mine.
Okay.
So whenever he was there, I used to take his guitar and just, try it out.
Ah.
The only song that I can play is I don't play guitar,
Ah.
but at least the tone of it I can play Jadoo Teri Nazar, thoda
Okay.
sa, a little
Ah.
bit. Just the starting part of the song. That is what I had learned on myself, and I could still play. But guitar is one instrument that I would want to learn before I die.
Hmm.
I would want to play guitar and sing while I'm playing the guitar. That is my dream.
That's nice. That's nice. So, just now, like you told that you want to learn guitar by yourself, and you are a working professional also. You have
Yes,
9 to 6 or these
yes,
days, weekdays timing or weekends also. You are busy with your family. So
yes,
now the thing is, there are other working professional also who want to
yes.
pursue their childhood hobby, or maybe somehow they have got interest in seeing somebody's playing in concerts, in live music, in pubs and all. So what do you think, how they can learn particular instrument if they want to from their hectic day life?
See, I'll give you the example of my best friend.
Hmm.
His name is Anish,
Okay.
and we literally are very good friends. He's one of my best friends, and we work in the same organization, and we share the same kind of schedule. Okay.
Hmm.
My routine is slightly different because I prefer, after coming back home, spending a little time with the
Hmm.
people I love,
Hmm.
and then go to the gym, work out, come
Hmm.
back, and then have rest.
Hmm.
But for this guy, he has lived music throughout his life. Since childhood, this guy loved music. And being a working professional, ठीक
Hmm.
है, he ends his day at 6 in the office.
Hmm.
He takes his bag. He does not go back home.
Okay.
He really worked hard for this.
Hmm.
He does not play an instrument though, but his love for music. I'm talking about his love for music, which can be an
Hmm.
inspiration for people who are working professionals and want to learn music or an instrument.
Ah.
So he packs his bag. He doesn't go back home.
Hmm.
He goes to different cafes,
Okay.
and he does karaoke shows there.
Okay.
The thing that I shared earlier,
Yeah.
he does that, and trust me, by pursuing his hobby and love for music,
Hmm.
he's also, not just connecting people. I have seen
Yeah.
people who don't know each other, complete strangers,
Yeah.
coming, mixing with each other, laughing, singing together, sharing those bonds, sharing their Instagram handles,
Hmm.
coming back every weekend just to connect with them. I think,
Hmm. Hmm.
and he has created that space, and that is because his love for the music. So
Correct.
for anyone who is a working professional and wants to learn,
Hmm.
it is all about your priorities and your love for your hobby. If you
Absolutely.
really want to if you really want to, learn something, and
Hmm.
if you really have that love for learning something, you would find time. Trust me, it might be difficult for the initial couple of days. You
Correct.
know, shifting that routine, taking out time, you know, even if it is a 1 hour time,
Yeah.
it might feel difficult in the initial couple of weeks, but
Hmm.
eventually it will become a practice. You would then have to make out time for other things because this is something you love.
Yes.
So it is not difficult, it is very easy.
Okay. So the one last thing which I want to ask you, sir, what
Mhm.
suggestions you want to give to those kids or parents of those kids who are in their musical journey?
Okay. For both of them, I would say I would combine this question and I would answer this for everyone who is in their music journey
Hmm.
and the role of their parents or their peers. ठीक है? So I think the journey you are in is the most beautiful journey. Trust me. Uh, आप जो भी कर रहे हो ना,
Yeah.
बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो.
Correct.
ठीक है? और मुझे नहीं लगता कि आप में कोई कमी है. ठीक है? Then you might, you know, you never know when your love becomes your passion,
Hmm.
becomes a source of your income,
Hmm.
becomes something that actually gives you a pedestal that you have never even thought of.
Correct.
So keep continuing this journey no matter what. There
Hmm.
might be several difficulties. ठीक है?
Yeah.
And even for the parents, हो सकता है कि आपको दूसरे लोग बोले कि आपका बच्चा गाना गा रहा है.
Yeah.
टेक दैट वेरी प्राउडली कि हाँ
Correct.
मेरा बच्चा गा रहा है एंड इज डूइंग वेल एंड
Hmm.
यू शुड इन्वॉल्व योर चिल्ड्रन टू. यू
Correct.
नो, द बूस्ट फ्रॉम पेरेंट्स इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. जब
Correct.
तक आपके पेरेंट्स आपके पीछे खड़े हैं ना,
जी.
आप सातवें आसमान तक जा सकते हो. ट्रस्ट मी, यू नीड
Right.
योर
Right.
पेरेंट्स
Correct.
मोटिवेशन
Correct.
एंड दैट इज स्पेसिफिकली फॉर द पेरेंट्स.
Yeah.
फॉर द चिल्ड्रन or for anybody, please continue that journey, and I'm
Hmm.
sure and I literally have this wish for you that you reach a place where you actually look back and say I am proud
Yeah.
that I did not stop and I continued this journey. And
Correct.
I really hope that everybody who in this journey reaches that place.
Hmm.
That is my message for everyone.
Okay. So thanks a lot for accepting my invitation once again, sir. And
You're welcome.
there's insights which you shared with me is valuable for me as the people who are going to watch through our social media platform. So once again, thanks a lot for accepting my invitation and being a part of Music Time. So thank you.
Thank you for inviting me as well.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For more details, visit www.88studiolko.com.